Good morning, dear students of class 7. Today we are going to discuss our history chapter 3, Delhi Sultanate. In this chapter we will read about rise of Delhi Sultanate, the slave dynasty, the Khalji dynasty, the Tughlaq dynasty, the Mongols, the Sayyid dynasty, the Lodi dynasty, and last part is administration during the rule of Sultanate. So, this all we will read about in this chapter. The period of Delhi Sultanate is an important period in the history of India. So, this Delhi Sultanate, this period is very much important period or important in the history of India. This period begins in the later medieval period from 1206 CE to 1526 CE. There are 5 dynasties were ruled over that period. So, 5 dynasties were Slave dynasty, Khalji dynasty, Tughlaq dynasty, Sayyid dynasty and Lodi dynasty. Now the rise of Sultanate. The importance of the city of Delhi became evident in the later medieval period. In the early medieval period, Delhi began to develop into an important place. Okay, so in the later medieval period, in the early medieval period, Delhi began to develop into an important place. Now this time, Tomar Rajputs were the first to make Delhi their capital city. In the middle of 12th century, they were defeated by the Chauhans of Ajmer. Okay, so in 12th century, they were, that means these Tomara Rajputs, they were defeated by the Chauhans. They were also known as Chahamanas. So those who are the Chauhans, they were also known as Chahamanas. Both Tomars and Chauhans, these both dynasties contributed in the development of Delhi as a city of trade and commerce. That time, whatever coins they have used, its name Delhi Wal. Okay, so coins called Delhi Wal. This is the picture of the coin which name is Delhi Wal. Were also minted in Delhi during this period. Delhi gained more importance as a royal capital city by the beginning of 13th century. Now, this is the table of Delhi Sultanate, that means slave dynasty, the period is written over there. And Qutbuddin Aibak from the slave dynasty, Qutbuddin Aibak, Samsuddin Iltutmish, Rajia Sultana, Nasiruddin Muhammad and Ghiyasuddin Balban. They were ruled slave dynasty in which period? So periods are given here. So in this way, 5 dynasties and who ruled over that dynasty, everything is given in that table. So you just read it out. Next is sources of Sultanate period. The Sultans of Delhi patronized historians, court chronicles, writers and scribes. The Turco-Arab tradition of recording events made court chronicles the most valuable sources of information. Okay, so this time what was the most valuable sources of information? This chronicles. Chronicles means suppose it is ascending order in number wise 1, 2, 3, 4 or letter wise A, B, C, D. So this is the chronicle. Okay. So whatever they have recording events, they made court chronicles. It was the most valuable sources of information. This led to an organized system of record keeping, and we can find many archaeological and literary sources. Okay, so that time they have kept they have found actually so many archaeological and literary sources. So these all are the sources of information. From that actually we came to know about all that period. Now the slave dynasty. Okay, so the rulers of the dynasty were Mamluk Sultan. So if question will come that who was Mamluk Sultan? So we can say that the ruler of the slave dynasty. That time don't write that the rulers of this dynasty. This means slave dynasty. Mamluk in Arabic means, what is the meaning of Mamluk in Arabic word? It's mean owned. Okay. The early sultans of dynasty were slaves, but because of their intelligence and hard work, they rose to powerful position. Slave means the workers who worked for any one person. Okay, so the workers are called the slaves. So in the beginning of the dynasty, Sultan dynasty, actually they were worked for another people, and for that reason they were known as slave. But for their intelligence and for their hard work, slowly they become a powerful position. Qutbuddin Aibak. This person is Qutbuddin Aibak. Okay. So Qutbuddin Aibak was the founder of the slave dynasty. He was the founder of slave dynasty, also called Mamluk dynasty. He ruled for just 4 years. For how many years? Only for 4 years. He was Muhammad Ghori's slave. So Qutbuddin Aibak was Muhammad Ghori's slave and a capable general. Qutbuddin established his control over Delhi after Muhammad Ghori's death. Okay, so after the death of Muhammad Ghori, then Qutbuddin Aibak be able to situated or established his dynasty or ruled or control over that dynasty properly. Okay, so after the death of Muhammad Ghori. Now, this new kingdom is described in history as the first dynasty of Delhi Sultanate. So, slave dynasty was the first dynasty of the Delhi Sultanate. He was a kind-hearted and charitable ruler. He inherited the construction of Qutub Minar. So, he was started to construct Qutub Minar in Delhi and made Delhi his royal capital. So, who was started to construct the Qutub Minar? Qutbuddin Aibak. Now, the next ruler is Samsuddin Iltutmish, 1210 to 1236 CE. Qutbuddin Aibak was succeeded by his son-in-law Iltutmish. So, who was Iltutmish? Iltutmish was the Qutbuddin Aibak's son-in-law. Iltutmish had to face numerous revolts, including revolt from Qutbuddin Aybak's son. But the crushed these revolts and strengthened the empire. So, but Qutbuddin Aybak, sorry, Samsuddin Iltutmish, he established his empire, okay, properly. Next is okay, Iltutmish suppressed the revolts at Bihar and Bengal and annexed them. So slowly Iltutmish spread his kingdom and captured that all the places. Okay, he occupied Lahore after defeating Qubacha. He also protected the northwest frontier of the Sultanate against possible invasion from Genghis Khan and the Mongols. Now, this is very important part, that this line you have to mark in your book also, that he completed construction of Qutub Minar, which was started by his predecessor. Okay, so Iltutmish actually the person who completed the construction of Qutub Minar, which was started by Qutbuddin Aybak. In order to have an effective and efficient administrative system, he organized a group of 40 nobles. How many nobles? He made a group of 40 nobles, and they are known as Chahagani. Okay, so they known as Chahagani. This is very important. And next have the Razia Sultana. So this part we will learn or we will discuss next video. So thank you students.